Out for a hike today, driven to North Wales to Snowdonia, or Eryri if you prefer. The foothills of the Carneddau mountains. The plan today is, there's a lake over there, Llyn Aegio, I think it's called, Aegio. There's a dam there as well, which the walls were breached. We'll speak about that later, but look at the setting. It's absolutely incredible. The sun's up, I wasn't expecting that. It is super cold and it's breezy. Brought the drones with us, but they won't be going up today, it's too windy. I think the plan is to walk up the valley there, traverse up onto the mountain tops and back along there. Returning along this fence line back to the vehicles. I'm with John today. I think it's about a 6-7 mile circular walk, so let's get going. I've got the mic mini on. I don't know if the wind jammer's doing its job because it is blustery. But look at the scenes in the start of this valley here. Bathed in sunlight. Absolutely amazing. I can see the dam walls already. There's a dam disaster, 1925 I believe. And all the water gushed down to Dolgarrog. We're just approaching the dam wall now. It's quite a lengthy wall. There's a gap in it there and over there as well, so I don't know which section was the breach, but we'll have a look when we get there. With John today, lucky to have a hiking partner today. We were going to do this anti-clockwise. John had a route, but couldn't get it fired up, so we're going to do it clockwise. Head on up the tops over there. The sun will be dipping behind those mountains soon, and we'll be in the chill of the shade. The shadows over there. We'll just come up this track and we're at this broken dam wall. I don't know if that's the breach or whether that huge gap up there. I'm tempted to think it's that, but that's strange that that's broken as well. However, there is like a little brook that runs down there, but I think it was probably more catastrophic, maybe up there. Just go and have a peep. Perfect spot for a wild camp. Nice and sheltered. I'm assuming the Llyn is just up there. I was just saying to John, it's very unlikely that we'll see a hiker today. There's a guy just rocked up there. Just goes to show people enjoy getting out even in winter. So we're just here at this massive gap in the dam wall. There is a track that runs up there. I didn't know whether it was that way, but I've just looked at the map on Komoot, and we've got to take a left and head up towards that house, I believe. Just show you. The red line is where we've walked, obviously. We've got to go left, skirt round, and head on up the top there. So that's the plan. You can see that. There's John here taking some snaps. Just getting the first glimpses now of Llyn Aegio. So all this would have been submerged, obviously. Let's head up this track. There's a little bridge there and a little fork. We've taken the left, just following our nose up to the cottage behind, but it's actually on that grassy track. So we'll just head back down. Skirt left up there. Lovely ram here. Hopefully he's a friendly soul. There's a little roof there and some quarry workings, so I'm assuming they're quarry buildings. But we just passed the hiker, said he's staying in a house. We couldn't see it from, we were back down at the dam wall at the time where we were chatting to him, and he said it's up round to the right. So it's just come into view there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but just on the side of those lower slopes. Yeah, he said it's a bit like a Bothy, take your own sleeping bag. There's a fire going. Should be able to spot the smoke, he said, because he's left with the fire. And he's going back to it later. So I don't know if our walk takes us that way. If it does, we'll check it out, but I think we're heading down the valley and round to the right. Walk in the trail, I thought we were left, but no, we're down to the right. We changed our mind. We were going down there, but we're going left. These quarry workings, apparently there's a little cave, just looked at the map. Don't know what that entails, whether it's a mining tunnel, something of that nature, but while we're here, we'll go and have a peep. Stop for a flapjack. Get a better view of the Bothy style cottage over there now. Just approaching this Carneddau wild pony. They are native to these hills, so I wasn't really expecting to see one today, but after a bit of research it did say there's a good likelihood that you would. So yeah, nice to see. Don't want to start with a little guy. Sneak on by. Cracking. That's what we're supposed to be on, but we've seen a cave on the map, so John seemed a bit intrigued, so we thought we'd take a detour and check out this cave. Hopefully it hasn't got bars across it, because some of them are closed. According to Camus, we're pretty much at the cave. Now whether there's an entrance or whether it's just a cave without a roof now, I don't know. John's called it, that's the cave, headed down in there. Wonder if it's one for the potholers. Look at the view over there. Little fall there, but it's certainly going down into the rock there. Nice to know if the cavers go down that one. How long it is, how deep it is. Worth a little plod off route to check it out. John suggested we bob down and take a closer peep of this cave, so that's what we're doing. Fingers crossed it doesn't go wrong, I'm sure it won't. Lovely little fall. That'd be greasy getting in there, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, slick slab. Nice to see. Certainly a lovely point of interest. Just cross this stile and head back down to that track that we're supposed to be on. Head on up there. We're back on track. Got this lovely little farmer's bridge. Down is the bottom of the valley. Out onto some lush grass now. Nice driveway path heading up to that Bothy. Definitely going to pop my nose in there. He said there was a fire on, so we'll have a look. Looks in good order. Roof's in good nick. You can see the track, the detour we took up to that cave area there, those mines. It's going to be pretty dark in there, but we'll have a nosy. The hiker we spoke to earlier said there's some solar panel lights. Can't see it, they must be on the other side of the roof because they're certainly not on this side. Don't know if there's anyone in here. Might get startled. No, we won't, it's locked. Come Carneddau Cottage. Rugby Mountaineering Club, he did mention them. Said it was £14 a night, so he must have the key because it's locked at present. Well, that's a shame. I was going to be nosy, but there you go. What a location. I did say earlier I might be looking to see a Carneddau pony, but they're everywhere. John's has pointed them out. There's 3 down there, a couple down there. They're everywhere really. Loads of them in this valley. Just taking a mid layer off. Before we get going again. Path's turned into a stream now. Sun's just putting another appearance, just as the hillside lowers there, up on the ridge. Nice, probably about as high as it'll get today. We're just approaching the furthest point of this track that we're going to be walking, and at some point soon, I'll keep my eye on the map, we're going to be going right and heading on up the tops. I don't know if this stone is a marker stone or whether we get down to that wall. We'll see in a minute. Might just be more quarry mine workings. You can see the tiers there and the slag heaps. And I think I read in the description of this walk that there's parts of this walk where there's no marked path. So I think we'll be trudging through swamp and stuff. Probably heading on up that slope. Not looking forward to that, but I've got the waterproof socks on. See how we get on. Lovely little river. John's bought a stove and a bit of milk, so we're going to get a brew on. Don't say that, mate. Didn't have a plastic cup, so we bought me porcelain one from the camper van. Chev's going to drink out the lid. Nice hot brew. Got a teaspoon though, didn't I, mate? Cracking little hand warmer as well, mate. Yeah. There's a little ruins where John's just made a brew. Just heading up these boggy slopes now. I think this is where the path disappears. We haven't got a trodden path, so I'm just following the map. Basically just head on up the hillside. It's a little bit boggy underfoot, but not too bad. Traversed up to this stream, and the Komoot map is showing uphill, sticking to the right hand side of this. Plus we're off that boggy marshy ground with all the longer reeds. So if we stay next to the river, make our way up. You probably won't see, but just beyond those tiers of the mine workings, there's a steep gully going up, and there's a couple of guys sat near us when we was having a coffee, and they're halfway up there. I mean, to me that doesn't look walkable, but them guys are up there. That's off to them. About halfway. Gained a bit of height now from those mine ruins, and again just seeing over these initial tops. Cracking view. Shaft of light coming through there. Just had a quick look at Strava. We're 5.5 miles to this point. Just headed up out of that valley, and we're heading down here. There's a faint path there. Carneddau dwelling round to the left. We'll probably be joining that path there. So we're just freestyling it across this grassland. Now we're up on the top. It's really exposed. Wind's getting up, as you can imagine. Carneddau, if I pronounce that right. And just beyond that is Snowdonia, and there's a little mountain Bothy the other side of that, which I've stayed in the past, about 15-20 years ago. John was just pointing out there's a Roman road up there as well. We're heading back along that path, I think. Snowdonia's just come into view. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there's a little orange tin roof by the looks of it. I'm pretty sure that's Dulin Bothy. It's also the site of an aeroplane disaster, bit of a crash there, some ruins, pieces left of the aircraft around that shoreline and in the water as well, I believe. We've dropped down off the top now, super blustery up there, hence the neck gaiter snood and the hats on. We're just heading along this track now. I'm not sure how far it goes, but it looks like it's straight ahead. And then at some point, we'll be taking a right, dropping down the hillside to the vehicles. Look at that. Majestic. Looks amazing. What a place to be. Just following this wall line, and you can see our path heading down there in the distance. Follow that and it drops off the end. I think it's only a gentle slope, zigzags down. Just down now, we're joining this quarry road that must lead up to Llyn. Through the gate, head on out. We just come off the tops now, and you can see the lake over there. We've just come down there, and the vehicles have come into sight just in the middle of the valley right down there. So we've just got that track to do, and then that's the loop of the walk point in. Bit blustery, but we'll take this. It's been super dry all day. Incredible loop with John. Really enjoyed it. We did consider heading on up to Carneddau, but we decided against it. It wasn't a day for summit bagging. We just wanted to do a nice loop and get out. So Felix ticked a lot of boxes. Nice walk. It's only about 3:30 now, so head on home, chill out. Last shot of the ponies before we get back to the vehicles. Well, I did think we were in for a bleak day, but look at that. So that's a loop done. Circular, clockwise loop. And we're treated to some stunning scenes. Sun is out and the valley is looking absolutely spectacular. If you've watched to this point, appreciate your support. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about this walk. Have you done it? Would you fancy doing it? If I think on, I'll put the Komoot loop link and the Strava link in the description if you want to click on that, so you can come and do the walk if you fancy it. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, Adrenaline Pursuit. About 450 of you legends on board now, so I'm blown away by that. Absolutely incredible. Click the like, hit the notification bell, share the video, check out the other videos in the library. There's a couple of mountains on there that I'm sure you'll enjoy, and hopefully you'll join me for the next one.